It was mid-afternoon when an Air France flight took off from Tel Aviv to Paris. 248 passengers were aboard. Just after departing from Athens, 4 terrorists pulled out hidden weapons, stormed the cabin, and hijacked the plane. The hijackers forced the pilot to redirect the flight to an airport in Entebbe. And with the help of Ugandan forces, cooperating with the hijackers, they separated Israelis and Jews from the other passengers, one by one. The hijackers demanded $5 million and the release of Palestinian terrorists, and if their demands weren't met, they would start executing the hostages. This meant that the Israel Defense Forces only had a few days to plan and carry out one of the most daring and dangerous rescue missions in history. In order for the elite unit Sayeret Matkal to train for the mission, they needed to know the inner layout of the airport terminal. Incredibly, an Israeli engineer who had worked in Uganda had the aging blueprints tucked away in a filing cabinet. With only 1 week of preparation, the mission began. 4 planes carrying 100 soldiers flew more than 2,000 miles to Uganda in the middle of the night. Avoiding all radars, the planes landed undetected in the far end of the Entebbe airport. But how would the IDF soldiers get across the tarmac and into the terminal without arousing the suspicion of the armed Ugandan forces? Inside one of the IDF planes were exact replicas of the Ugandan president's car and motorcade. So pretending to be the security team of the president, the IDF soldiers simply drove in. As they made their way to the terminal, the Ugandan guards understood what was happening and started to fire. The IDF soldiers fought back, made it to the terminal, killed the terrorists, and within 30 minutes, 102 hostages were already on their way back to Israel. Unfortunately, not everyone made it home. 4 hostages died, and Lieutenant Colonel Yoni Netanyahu, the commander of the elite soldiers, was killed in action. Years later, this mission has been written about in history books, has been made into Hollywood movies, and is recognized as the greatest rescue mission of all time.